Hello everybody, this is the Mad Salvi coming to you to see if streamers actually ruin gaming. We're going to watch a video on how streamers may have ruined gaming. Let's take a look.
Did streamers really ruin gaming, or are you just trash? In this video, I'm going to talk
I'm
about
trash.
gaming
I'm
before
trash.
streaming
I'm
was
just
popular
trash.
and gaming
Let's
after
be
streaming
honest.
became popular. And by the end of this
Trash.
video, you'll have an answer on if streaming really ruined gaming or not. Now, a few months ago, I was actually scrolling through Twitter, and I saw this tweet right here that says, dominating blue-collar workers in BattleBit. If you don't know what BattleBit is, well, it's basically like Battlefield in Roblox, and this is pretty much the whole clip.
That's pretty much me in BattleBit. Not the dominating part, but the being dominated part. That's pretty much me in BattleBit in the sense that like I could try everything in my power to actually be okay with BattleBit, be okay on BattleBit. But if you see me play it, especially even on streams that I've done in this channel over here, I am horrible. I am really bad at BattleBit. I am just extremely horrible at BattleBit, and I just don't know why.
Yeah, pretty much, that guy's just straight up dominating people. Like, that's pretty much it. And I saw a quote tweet that said, esports ruined casual gaming. Now, I know the whole title of this video is like something along the lines of how streamers ruined gaming, but I'm gonna put streamers and esports kind of in the same category. I say that because
makes
with
sense.
streaming,
That does
you
make
kinda gotta
sense.
either be good at a game or funny, and with esports, you gotta
Get
be
good,
at a game.
bro.
So I'm gonna put them both together because they're pretty similar, if I do say so myself. But to really understand this, we gotta go all the way back to 2018, the Fortnite boom. Before Fortnite was this cringe cash grab that pretty much just preyed on little kids for money, it was a game that nobody truly knew how to play, and everyone had fun with it. I mean, back in 2018,
I didn't know how to play. I still don't know how to play the build version of it. I know how to just do the regular one that's like a regular battle royale, not the one where you're freaking building buildings and like, you know, making roofs and stuff like that. I don't know how to do that one.
every single human being was talking about Fortnite. I mean, back then you had Fortnite meme pages. Every
Yes.
single human being was posting their wins. People were doing emotes IRL.
Fortnite move! Oh, do it again, do it again, do it again! Fortnite move, bitch!
I mean, that's how we got the infamous ninja clip.
Yep.
Come on, baby. Show me what you got. Show me, just move. If you got no one, just move.
No one's moving. No one give a damn. No one give a damn.
And since Fortnite was so popular, one thing that also became popular because of Fortnite was streaming. Back then, Twitch was like pretty niche, but I'd say that Fortnite made Twitch more mainstream. And you may be asking, why did people go to Twitch and not YouTube? Well, the thing about YouTube is that a lot of YouTube videos are edited, and some people, they may be good on YouTube, but it's like on Twitch. Twitch is live, Twitch is raw. So if you lose
And I mean, YouTube has tried to get YouTube gaming going. They tried to get YouTube live streaming going. You can get a pretty good feel for things on YouTube. You can get kind of a good feel for how, you know, everything goes on YouTube, but it's not going to be the same. It's not the same as Twitch.
like people are gonna see you lose, and if you win, people are gonna see you win. And that's why Twitch was so popular, because you could see high-level gameplay in real time. To determine if somebody was truly good, all you had to do was just watch them on Twitch. And with Twitch becoming so popular, some streamers that a bunch of people were watching back then was people like Myth, Ninja, Dr. Lupo, Nick Merckx. The whole Ninja versus Myth argument was like the biggest topic in school. I remember
Yeah,
I was back in,
I remember
freaking
watching a
10th
video on
grade,
Myth,
we were
too.
arguing at lunch tables talking about if Myth or Ninja was better. I'm not gonna lie, back then I was team Myth. But with all those popular streamers and pro players being in the limelight, that made more people want to be a pro player slash streamer. I mean, did y'all see how some of these Fortnite teams were getting down? Bro, I'm telling you, if I had to crank a few 90s to be a freaking Fortnite pro back then, I probably would. And that's exactly where the downfall of gaming happened. Everyone started focusing on the money you can make from gaming rather than the fun from gaming. Fortnite.
That is true. That is true. Once you start getting into the whole feeling of money versus your enjoyment, people can tell. People can tell you're just doing it for the cash grab. People can tell you're just doing it for getting the extra views, getting the extra things out there. You're not doing it anymore for the enjoyment, for the entertainment of it all, for just being a part of a community anymore. It's just you can tell.
Used to be this game where you try to win by doing these creative strats like building a sky base, building a huge metal base, or maybe even camping in a bush. But then it turned into this huge sweat fest when people saw that you could make abnormal amounts of money from this game. Back then, if you shot at a dude, they would probably start shooting at you back, like they wouldn't even build. But now, if you shoot at somebody in Fortnite, they're building a whole freaking skyscraper hotel with Wi-Fi. It's actually wild. Now let me
Yeah,
say this right
that-
now.
I've
will
seen
also
that.
say
I've seen that
that's
happen.
kind of just time. Like with time, people get better. But my point is that everyone's playing games to be the best rather than to just have fun with their boys. Everyone is playing to be watched on Twitch or watched on YouTube. I mean, you ever play a game and you get killed by somebody with a
I try, but I'm never good. I try, but I am so freaking horrible at this game. At any game, pretty much. I'm just the bad gamer here.
TV gamer tag, and you go to their Twitch and they're not streaming at all, they're just sweating just to sweat. Like everyone is just playing for that top spot, because in that top spot you can make content out of it, and with that content comes a whole lot of money. Unless you're playing like Farming Simulator and you're a pro. I don't really think you make a lot of money from like pro Farming Simulator, but I don't know, I might become a Farming Simulator pro, you never know. Bars. But yeah, everyone's pretty much playing to be watched. I remember back then games wouldn't really get sweaty until like 2 or 3 weeks after release, but now games are sweaty off the rip. It can be 5 days away from Call of Duty coming out, and you already got a dude making a video saying best class setup 2023 MW3, and it's like, bro,
That-
the
I
game
see
hasn't
that a
been
lot.
released. It can be 2
Yeah.
weeks before 2K comes out, and the dude already has the best build. It makes no sense. And when the game comes out, people are only going to play the meta, because when you only play the meta, you can win more, and when you win more, you can get up to that top rank, and when you get
That's
up to
true.
that top rank,
That's
you can
true.
stream, create content from it, more people are going to watch you because you're up high on the leaderboards, and then the cycle just continues and continues and continues, and now everyone's just playing the same because everyone's just trying to be the best to be able to stream it.
That's
slash be
hilarious.
watched. Back then, you would play games for the fun because there was really no money involved, but now it's like every single human being is trying to become the top streamer, and it's like, bro, like where's the fun in that? Back then, games
That's true. I mean, not everyone's going to be the top streamer. Not everyone's going to be the best. when I stream, I try to do more personality. I try to do everything more personality based, even though my personality is drier than fucking cardboard sometimes. And I can understand that part. You can definitely feel like it's drier than freaking cardboard. But I try my best, gosh darn it.
Tournaments were giving out speckles. I'm telling you, if you won a gaming tournament for like freaking Mortal Kombat or Halo or something like that, you were probably gonna get 50 cents in a Big Mac. But now, if you win a freaking Fortnite tournament or you just win a freaking Call of Duty tournament, dog, you're honestly set. You can buy your mom a freaking mansion. People are getting millions from tournaments. I mean, look at Booga, bro. Didn't he won like 3 million, I'm pretty sure, off of Fortnite? That is wild. That is insane money. Another thing about gaming after streaming is that games that aren't even sweaty are becoming sweaty. For example, Fall Guys. I remember back in 2020, every single human being was playing Fall Guys during quarantine. And with everybody playing Fall Guys, TikTok got a hold of that. And I remember scrolling through TikTok one day, and I saw this one dude making videos of the best strats on certain maps on Fall Guys.
Best
and I just
strats.
thought to myself, what do you gain from being a sweat in Fall Guys? What do you gain? Like, I understand you're trying to show people how to win and stuff.
Like, the thing is, like, yeah, Fall Guys is one of those games that it's not meant to be sweaty. It's just meant to you being just falling all the time, like I do, and just enjoying yourself. Yes, it has a lot of rage involved into it and built into it, but it's not supposed to be sweaty.
The reason why Fall Guys was so fun was because nobody was making strats or anything. People were just hopping in, having fun, just playing like headless chickens, you know? I feel like games die out.
I always play like a headless chicken.
All these strats and stuff on how to win when it's not even like, obviously, yes, the goal in Fall Guys is to win, but I feel like the whole point of that game is to enjoy the journey. Like the fun with friends, the freaking hurdles you're going over, that one dude griefing you on the map. Like when you're only focused on trying to get down to the game becomes less fun because you're just focused on the destination rather than the journey. Imagine coming home from a long day of school or work and you're getting sweated on in Fall Guys. Imagine you're over there just trying to chill, you know, you're on this little cutesy game that's like Wipeout, and out of nowhere, TTV Try Hard for Life literally just claps you every single map. And it's like, dude, you can't even have fun anymore. And since everyone's tryharding, games are now catering to the bad players. One thing that games have been implementing is this thing called skill-based matchmaking. If you don't know what it is, well, I'll basically explain. Think of a lobby where all the top players from a bunch of different games all get into a lobby with each other and go head to head. Basically ranked play, but with no bonus rewards or anything. You just kind of get into a lobby with the best players without getting any specific reward in casual play. And the thing about skill-based matchmaking is that it's unfair because the good players are being punished for being good at the game. And it gets to this.
That's true. I have heard so many complaints about skill-based matchmaking, and I can understand the complaints that they have about skill-based matchmaking. If you're really good, you're put against really good players, and, you know, if you're all on the same level, supposedly it's supposed to make everything even, and it's supposed to make sure that, like, me as a scrub, as a bona fide scrub, doesn't go after, like, one of the FaZe clan or something like that, doesn't go against one of the FaZe clans when I'm freaking just trying to play my game. I can understand it from a poor man's perspective like myself, but if you're just sweaty, then yeah, everyone else is going to be sweaty and it's going to ruin your fun.
Point where it's like winning feels like a chore rather than actual fun. Because back then, if you truly wanted to sweat, you would go into like a ranked game mode or something. But now, if you're a tryhard, you're gonna play every single other tryhard 24/7 just because you're good at the game. Back then, games like Call of Duty, what they would do, you would join a lobby, and if you wanted to leave that lobby, you would just leave it, and if you wanted to stay after the game, you would stay. But now, after a game is finished, they just transport you to a whole different lobby with everyone else who also did good, and it's like now you gotta go head to head with all the big dogs just because you won one game. I remember Call of Duty Black Ops.
Oh yeah, that's one of the things that I hate about it.
Skill-based matchmaking.
That's one of the things that a lot of people hate about it. You're good at maybe 1 or 2 games, and then you're put against the freaking top of the top, the cream of the crop, and you're like, oh god, I'm gonna die. And you do.
That game was borderline unplayable because if you won one game, you would be playing the freaking Optic roster from freaking 2014 just from winning one game. And another way of games catering to bad players, Fortnite adding bots into their games just so you can feel better about yourself. Let's be real, it is 2023. Nobody is a default anymore in Fortnite. I mean, back then, yes, there were people who were bad at the game, but nobody is so bad that they're literally running into a wall 24/7 in Fortnite. So now it's like there's no middle ground between the good and the bad players. It's like if you're good, you're being punished, and if you're bad, you're being rewarded. There's actually this tweet by FaZe Sway that says, "The downfall of video games started when kids complained about people being good at the game. I remember when I was a kid and saw a Master Prestige in COD, I didn't tell him to take a shower or go outside. I sent that MF a friend request." And that's facts. Instead of actually putting in the work to be good, a lot of people just sit there and complain, and now games are kind of catering to them. But one game that I say that kind of bridged the middle ground between the really good players and the really bad players is Street Fighter 6. One thing that Street Fighter 6 did, they added something called modern controls and classic controls.
That's good. I wouldn't be a classic control player. I absolutely would not be a classic control player on Street Fighter 6. I'm really bad, really bad. I'm comically bad at Street Fighter, and I'm comically bad at any modern fighting game. Last fighting game that I really played was Marvel vs. Capcom, I think, and I was even bad at that, but I tried.
Controls, basically you have to do more to push out a combo, and if you do that successfully, then that combo does more damage. But if you play modern controls, you only hit square or something and it'll do a full combo, and those combos do less damage. So it kind of bridges the gap between good and bad players. But that's a whole fighting game. How can this be fixed in like games that are like FPS or something like that? In my honest opinion, I say that FPS games should just go back to like the regular lobbies, you know? Back then, you could join a lobby, scope out the lobby, see who's like the freaking best players and stuff. If they were a little too good for your level, you could leave if you wanted to. Like,
exactly.
I don't think that should be transported into the freaking universe of the top 12 Call of Duty masters after you win one game. I feel like there should always be that option to stay if you want to stay or leave if you want to leave. There was nothing wrong with those lobbies back then. It's just like games just wanted to cater to the bad players, you know? So it's honestly just like gaming is just honestly a huge sweat fest. In that round,
well, you can understand from a perspective of wanting to sell more games that they're doing that to the bad players, because if I am Mr. Suckville like I am, and I want to buy a game like Modern Warfare, if I'm going to be going against sweaty players the first freaking match that I'm going in, I'm not going to want to keep that game. I'm probably going to want to, if since I am a PC player, I'm going to want to go on Steam and I'm going to want to refund it if all the freaking time I'm going against sweaty players, because those are the only people playing it at my hour or at my time zone or whatever. Now, if I have skill-based matchmaking as a really bad person, that it can benefit me in the sense that I at least have the chance to play against people who are as shitty as I am and who are as bad as I am and who make me look good, maybe.
Comes back to like the ultimate question of this video. Did streamers really ruin gaming? In my
No.
honest opinion, yes. I 1000% believe that streamers in esports ruined gaming, because there is no reason why people should be sweating at a game where you literally farm cabbages. How do you even sweat?
Well, oh no. Well, in that case, I guess I can agree. In that case, I guess I can agree. But that was more, I think it's more the way that people are being catered to. I think that's more of the thing. I think it's more the way that people are being catered to, like you mentioned before. I don't think so much it was streamers. I mean, I guess it's sweaty people, because not all streamers, well, of course, not everybody's going to be like that, but I can kind of see his point too. But I think it's more just the way that they're trying to cater to the lowest common denominator, which is me. They're trying to cater to me. That is making it a little bit harder for most people to play.
In Farming Simulator. How? Let me know in the comments. Do y'all think streamers/pro players ruin gaming? Or like, what's your guys' take on this whole situation? Let me know. But yeah, this is going to wrap up the video. If you guys made this far, I appreciate you. If you guys enjoyed this video, then I highly recommend
It's a good video. It's a good video. But yeah, I honestly would think that I guess the sweaty people can ruin gaming and can ruin the fun of gaming, especially like when I go to BattleBit. I'm put in a match where there's like freaking 50 other people, and a lot of them are way better than I am. So that's one of those things that does pop up. But yeah, I don't think streaming itself, but I do think the sweaty players have ruined gaming, because there's enough sweaty players out there that I'm going to have to go against them if I win one or two matches. And that's whole skill-based matchmaking is, as he said, is probably being made because of that. So yeah, I can see his point of view. Once again, if you agree, disagree, whatever it is that you have an opinion on, put it down in the comments down below. The description has all of my socials, as well as a video will be popping up that will hopefully you will enjoy. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, morning, afternoon, whichever one it is when you're watching this. Take care of yourselves, hydrate, and most importantly of all, give yourself lots of love. Love y'all. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.